Hello, and welcome to another Rangru cast. Me, Rangru, and today we are doing a 1v1 on Punjing Valley. So, on the left hand side in red, playing as Redfall, we got Masiana, or otherwise known as ZEK. And on the right hand side in blue, playing as Bluefall, we got Asian characters, or otherwise known as Nande. Yes, that's how you say it, right, I believe. But anyway, we're going to get things going. And it seems like ZEK is playing Eastern Bloc deck. Royal Nande is going for a... I'm thinking this is a general Bluefall deck, to be honest here. Yeah, it's definitely looking so... Very weird, don't really see general Bluefall all that much anymore. I mean, one disadvantage is that you don't have the super heavy superiority as, say, going Commonwealth or NORAD. Pretty much any of the good runs. So it's going to be a rather interesting playstyle, and also limited activation points that we get. But he's just going to be bum rushing into Foxtrot, trying to get into that left-hand side town. And also managing to get into Bravo. Definitely a big push here from ZEK. Only managing to get FJBs and Espresso Cooler, was whatever they're called, into just the middle hand of Bravo, not going all the way into the town on the right, which is usually the most preferred point to rush. And Foxtrot will be pretty easily captured. You've got Leopard runs, Revive and Fire Support. As you can see, against the light armor, those Leopard runs are absolutely deadly. Stormers holding the point. And yeah, it's just looking very good for Nande, managing to get pretty much superiority in the top, middle, and bottom flanks. And we've got the Milan too, just getting snipe after snipe on those APCs, getting some easy kills here. As we've got some 57-2s, and even a M2 Rilk in the middle. Got Montutions moving up first, and the 57s doing their burst fire. Fortune Shakers going down, and the BMPs with the help of Recon Infantry, spotting Stormers, getting a few shots, and even got some Stinger Infantry in his deck, or Mistrals I should really say. Which is also something you don't really see all that often anymore. Most people prefer to take another card of regular or storm infantry compared to going with Manpatch. It's definitely quite an interesting playstyle, but it seemed to work out quite well so far. Stormers did get killed in the factory in Foxtrot, so he might get some reinforcements, and definitely soon, because we've got Montutions moving up with MA34D support. Maybe race for the BMPs to move up first, but it doesn't matter. The Mistral getting the kill. Middle pretty quiet, and just a few more defenses down. Bravo got MiG-29 coming in once again to drop in the thermodynamic nape onto the factory where nothing exists, but I'm guessing he's doing that just to make sure there's nothing in the factory. Leopard moving up to deal with his BMP and Montution push. Managing to snipe on BMP. And gets a second. Some very easy kills then. Got the Gazelle cannons holding... We're getting a little bit too close here. Montution's going to be shooting it down with their machine gun. We've got MiG-29 coming in, going to be dropping in nape onto the Mistrals and Leopard. Not managing to get the kill, just doing a little bit of damage. Nothing really too crazy. And it does seem like ZEK is really just focusing on recapturing Foxtrot. Got the FJBs in the Foxtrot factory, and even got some 76s just on the bottom flank for reconnaissance support. As the Leopard run takes some more pot shots. The Fusiliers get killed, and the Montutions and go through the middle, and there's nothing really here that can stop him. We got the Humvee firing its crazy grenade launcher, actually managing to jam the M2 Rilk. So it's going to be down to the Maltusian to get the rocket launcher, and away they go. Very, very unfortunate for that Rilk. Losing his weapons, because it's just a little bit useless for the time being. Tornado F2 trying to kill the Mi-24D. Oh, I think he's going to need a bit more ammo. And back here we got a Gazelle Cannon doing some sneaky flanking around. Yeah, we ain't going to be getting any CV snipes, because the UAZ is in a rather well-defended position with some MG carriers, SPWs. Not exactly the best unit, but for 10 points they are quite fun, especially when you just want a machine gun on a half track. And it's maybe in ZEK's best interest to try and take a bit more ground in the Delta and just plop a CV in here to neutralise the point. Or he could actually pretty much easily take Foxtrot. He's rather undefended there. He probably is thinking there's at least a few infantry guys in here, so doing an open ground push wouldn't exactly work. But if you want to get some reconnaissance units over and, you know, scout out the area, you should see it as a rather lightly defended sector, and if you can just capture the town on the right hand side, you can easily hold the rest of Foxtrot. Just a few regular infantry guys with an ATGM squad here, and you're pretty much good on holding that entire point. MiG-29 intercept and Tornado F2 managing to get the kill. The better of the two aircraft here. Does have more short-range missiles. The F2 only having 2 short ranges, while the MiG-29 does hold 4. And in that type of firefight, short ranges really do matter, like Siderwinders and whatnot. And we just got this pretty much raw Red Force self-moving through S-35 to T-72 support. Maltusians as well. Managing to get the kill there. Sopal shooting down the plane on the side of that mountain. Not exactly the most comfortable place to crash land, if I could even see the plane. But yeah, he's just making a push around the top hand side of Foxtrot. And hopefully he does take advantage and drive some moves into the town ASAP, because we've got infantry reinforcements desperately being brought up from Nande. And middle is still rather open to attack here. Still got the Rilk here. Only has 2 HP, but the cannon is definitely enough to deal with the light armor, or really no armor. I mean, especially with an M36, which as you all know is just a World War II tank destroyer. Fun fact about the M36, it would take roughly 90 seconds in real life for that turret to spin 360 degrees. That's one of the problems with American tank destroyers in World War II, even though they are quite fast moving, and you know, they're trying to get around the flanks and stay mobile, their guns and turret traverse speed was abysmal. I believe it was because they use a hand crank system, I'm not entirely sure, but it was rather slow, and when you're trying to flank around an enemy and, you know, get a side shot into them, you usually want a fast moving turret. Bottom of Bravo, pretty well defended, nothing really too crazy, but the main thing is that ZEK does have a CV in Bravo, capping the point. And points are rather even. Nande on 75, while ZEK is on 54, he can easily catch up, getting that CV into Foxtrot to neutralise said area. And he just has such a huge force up here, a lot of fire support vehicles, T-72s and AS-35s coming into mind. And a lot more shootings as well. But really a push would definitely work right now. Definitely work right now. And that Gazelle cannon still flying that back. I'm honestly surprised it hasn't got spotted. I want to see, can he? He can't actually see stuff that's getting brought out. I guess he can see the planes. You know, a lot with like a 5 to 10 second head start on enemy bombing runs, but that's really it. And he doesn't want to get that thing any closer because any AA unit that spawns is really just going to spot it. And we've got the Fusiliers fighting the Maltusians. The Fusiliers a little bit outnumbered there. Stormers coming in for fast support. And they're going to be enough with 180s to deal with the motos. And here we go. I think finally we got the push on the Foxtrot to completely capture the point. Maltusion's moving up, surrounds the fire support vehicles. As the SSR... As the other machine guns turned off. Guess you want them to get spotted before I can fire the rocket launchers. Which is obviously a smart idea, even from Milan, he's got the G3 turned off. Which is definitely some advanced micromanagement, yeah. Even got Maltusians flanking around the bottom, and yeah, he just definitely has enough. He does have enough to completely capture his point. You know, he is taking his time. As to speed his things up a little bit more, as this is going rather slow. There we go, the Maltusians moving in the SS. You know, I don't exactly have a chance. The Stormer's been a real only infantry standing in raid between the Maltusians and the HQ section. And those Maltusians taking heavy losses, yeah. But that's going to be enough to deal with the infantry. Oh, now the Stormer's actually holding quite well, never mind. Your Maltusians flanking around bottom, trying to cut off the road into Foxtrot. Fusilier's moving in, charging the enemy. They were not exactly working too well. SU-22 doing a siege run. I think he manages to get a track rapier. And then MI-24 is completely calming in, knocking out that APC. And this is such a good position from attacking Foxtrot, surrounding the opponent on both sides. And from Foxtrot, from this forest, you could start flanking around down into Delta. It does seem like ZEK's force in Delta did get pushed out. And it's not going to be good for Nande at all. Only going to be holding Foxtrot. Or only going to be holding Delta after losing Foxtrot. You can feel the HQ section. And we are going to be knocking out the CV. The other CV in Bravo is neutralized. Oh, never mind. So you're still going to be getting a plus run. And we've got quite a lot of smoke between Alpha and Delta here, but not really any forces to do an attack. So I don't know why he is smoking. And the Stormer is still holding out. Actually, B's having quite a tough time here. But the Stormers do lose the firefight. And we got this Ron BMP run from earlier, flanking around. Oh, about to get spotted by a Gazelle cannon. And with no real AA defenses, a Gazelle cannon just completely destroys a BMP. And this is definitely looking good for ZEK. Definitely has the map control right now. And honestly, Nande doing a smart thing and trying to move up into Alpha through the middle. Because if he can capture Alpha, that'll be a very good distraction for leading off forces from Foxtrot. And also it's a +2 point. But getting into Alpha is an entire another ordeal. Yeah, there's a lot of open ground between you and the town. I've got a lot of reinforcements being brought up into Alpha, infantry, T-72s, some recon guys. And just as long as ZEK can hold on to Foxtrot, he pretty much has this game in the bag with only 11 minutes left. I mean, 160 point advantage is quite big. Stormers are moving in, rapidly running the flight passport, but there's just too much infantry in here. Maltusians, recon guys, as well as 4 just standard T-72s. As you all know, T-72s are very good fire support vehicles. We've got 4 HE from the main cannon, they obliterate infantry in the open. Anyways, Leopard runs this moving right through, not taking a can of road. Though they do get intercepted and killed by the MA-35 and BMP-2. And we got a little bit of a counter push here from ZEK. And the outpost in the Alpha is just not going to work. Like I said before, it is a very hard point to attack properly. And pretty much Nande's forces in the middle have just got cut up to shreds. And we've got the mortars firing, providing close range fire support. And we've got more reconnaissance vehicles, rapid runs, and nanosikis being brought up. Some stormers coming. Stormers aren't exactly going to be enough to hold off the T-72s. We've got bombing runs and MiG 39s holding the skies. The one does get shot down now by the Hornet. Or no, not by the Hornet. By the Mistral, I believe. That wasn't 4 times speed, so it's a little bit to follow. The MA-35 sniper Leopard does get the kill. With only 5 minutes left, this is pretty much going to be a good game to ZEK. In such a huge point advantage. Hornet coming in, trying to get a few kills with their Maverick missiles. Even got some RPG infantry back in, managing to capture the enemy logistical vehicle. Very easy to convince an unarmed truck to change sides. Here he does lose it to the 103. But it does he needed resupply, so a rather good catch out from the tank. Your Stormers being brought up, and this is pretty much going to be a good game for ZEK. Got a bunch of just half tracks being brought up for some silly reason. A +4 point advantage. Delta CV getting sniped. And yeah, it will be a good game. ZEK taking a victory by roughly 1,000 kills. And a rather good game from both sides. Pretty much that just came down to Foxtrot. Nande doing a pretty good attack into it early on, but he just couldn't hold on to said point. He got pushed out very hard. I think if he had maybe some more standard infantry guys now, like like another 2 or 3 squads of Stormers, he could have held on a bit more effectively to at least keep Foxtrot neutralized. But he just got completely pushed through. ZEK just amassed a big enough force to, just overrun the town, and from there just hold on to that, hold in the middle, and you're good to go. And yeah, I'm going to leave it off that. This has been another Rangaroo cast. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as usual, also on note, 404. Rather funny number to win on. And as usual, please just take it easy.